everybody. This is Elba Kalun coming to you from Columbus, Ohio. I am a spiritual life coach. I help people transform their potential that is according to their own personal values so that they can live a more authentic, empowered, and fulfilled life. Well, gang, if you are here watching this, it's because you probably attended a masterclass or you saw somewhere in social media or you was actually referred by someone. So however way you got here, I am very grateful to have you. So thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. I appreciate your time and I appreciate your energy. So with that being said, because I do appreciate your time and energy, what I invite you to do is go ahead, put on your catcher's mitts on because I'm going to throw some real fastballs at you and probably some curveball. But however way, just put on your catcher's mitt and catch the balls. If you miss the balls thrown at you, go ahead and watch the replay, okay? Alrighty. So, gang, you are here because you saw somewhere in social media in regards to freedom journaling, how to write your dreams into reality. And boy, I'm so glad you're here because 2020 has been a massive, explosive year that caused a lot of people to kind of awaken to where they're at in their life, like become much more present to the now, to like, maybe I'm not where I really, really want to be. And you come to a place like, you know what, there got to be more to life than this. And you know what? As a gratitude coach, also, 2020, it's a great year to be grateful for because of the awakening, because you have become present to the now and you are realizing that there is more to life than how you are living today. And that's why you are here, because you are curious in how to transform your potential to where is at now to where you want to be at. Okay. So, um, let's start off. So tonight or today, I'm going to speak about the benefits of journaling, then talk about the tips of journaling, and we're going to speak into um, the four main topics that people journal about. Okay, so first, let's talk about how are you feeling today. Are at a place right now you're feeling really disorganized? You know, when anytime someone becomes awakened or they become aware or they become conscious or they just start noticing things, what happens is what's happening with your consciousness has been enlightened. And when you become enlightened to your present now, there's a lot of information thrown at you that you have never noticed before. And so when there's a lot of information coming at you, what happens is you feel disorganized. You feel overwhelmed. You feel thrown off. You feel what's uh, you, you come to a place that you become desperate to break free from all of that's going on. There's a sense of desperation. And what happens is if you don't do something with this information that comes to you because it's overwhelming, what could cause in you to feel a sense of lack of motivation, like you almost feel like you want to give up, or you might feel you want to retract, or you feel like you just want to be comfortable, or you just want to just, uh, again, break free, but you don't know how. You don't know how to move forward. With this new awareness, you know that something has to change and you want to move forward, but you don't know how because you have all this information. Well, that's where journaling comes into place. Because journaling, what we'll do as one of the benefits in journaling is it will organize all this information that you have going on. It will categorize all that's happening. It will support you, help you connect to your own intuition. So if you feel like you've been disconnected to your source or to your highest source, or you feel like lost, you feel confused, There is a sense of disconnection. What journaling will do is cause you to reconnect to your higher source, to your intuition. It will connect you to your higher self. Because what happens is you're putting all that you're experiencing, all that you are feeling, all the emotions that are coming up, when you put it on paper, what you become as you put it in on paper is the person who's observing. You are now become the observant of your life. And as an observant of your life, then you can actually see what's in the gap, what's missing, what's in the gap from being at point A to point B. Because now you're not in your story. Now you're outside the story of like an observant. That's why coaches are good to have in your life, because a coach is more of an observant to give you a second pair of eyes to say, this is what I see if you haven't noticed. So you now become your own coach through your own journaling. So that's one of the benefits of journaling there. Another thing too about journaling is it's a stress reliever. It's a stress reliever. It does reduce the feeling of overwhelm, which I already shared with you. It increases focus on work. Because now what you've done is when you put things on paper, you create it like a map. Like now you know where you're going. Now you're not, if you're lost, if you're feeling lost, it's because you don't know where you're going. You don't have a map to follow. I mean, think about when you use your GPS, how much confidence you feel when you put on your GPS on a road trip. Well, so is your life. Your life needs a GPS, and journaling is your GPS. So that's why it supports and then causing you to increase focus on your life and on your work, on your business, on your career, because you don't have all these energies just being everywhere. It's all focused in one direction here. Because you have that GPS, it empowers you. You feel more confident. You become motivated and you're driven. And when I say motivated and when I say driven, it's not something that's coming from an outside source, like an influencer or guru or a YouTube video or Facebook Live, which all those things are good because it will support us to get us on track if we get lost. However, how much more better if you can turn into yourself and find that internal motivation to continuously drive you. And then what happens is all the external factors of motivation, it will just support you, hold you accountable to ensure that you continue to stay on your path, right? So that's the benefit of journaling. Um, Another great thing about journaling is it helps you or gives you the ability to let go of the past. Wow, that's huge because that's one of the things, we have a lot of limited beliefs, and a lot of the limited beliefs comes from our past, especially from our childhood or upbringing. We've been influenced by our religion institution, education institution, government institution. We've been influenced by health institution. And so you have all these influences that cause you to create beliefs. And so there's like an onion, there's layers and layers and layers. And what happened is journaling will help you see those layers. And as you see those layers that do not serve you anymore, to let them go, peel them away. So that's one of the huge benefits of journaling. And also here, and I talked about that already, and that is to stay motivated. And this last part is to be inspired. inspire. So when you are inspired, that's something that there's an idea that came up to you. You can have a multi-million dollar idea like, oh my gosh, I can do this. Yes, you can. And all it requires of you is to act on those inspiration. And because you've been empowered, because you have built confidence in you, you act on those inspirations. Okay. So that's a huge benefits of journaling. Now let's talk about the tips for journaling. Okay. As a kid, you used to, most of you, I'm pretty sure most of you have journal. Maybe, when I think about when I journal as a child, I would remember the earliest I could remember was when I was 9 years old, to actually journal. And as I say this out loud, children at 5 years old journal, or four, but it's not in writing because, of course, they haven't learned how to write, but they actually draw. They draw what they feel. They draw what they dream. They draw what they experience. So that, in a way, is journaling. And so, fast forward a little bit more, you start to write. As you learn to write, you start to journal. You write down your first crush, your first kiss, those big summer memories, your first dance, all these things. Journaling, it's like a norm for kids. But as time moves forward, become adult, a lot of people just give up journaling. People give up because for a couple of reasons. One is they settle for less. They settle for less. They say, what's the point of journaling? They have a narrative to follow. Go to school, go to college, get married, get a job, and retire. And so it's like a 5 step, boom, 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 check, check, check. So it's almost like, what's the point of journaling? So, but what a lot of folks don't realize, one of the reasons why high performers are successful is because they journal. They journal about everything. And so we're going to talk about those 4 topics these high performers journal that cause them to make them successful. Okay. So we'll tap into that for a minute here. But let's go back to tips for journaling into a life-changing habit. One is you want to make a journal a habit. Yes, a habit. A lot of folks will say it takes 21 days to create a habit, but in reality, it takes 90 days. Science have been proven it actually takes 90 days to create new synapses or new highways or new rewire your brain. It takes 90 days to do something consistently every day before you actually see the result. Because what's happening is it's rewiring your brain here. And as it rewires, after 90 days, it's like the brain's like, okay, we have a new highway. The information will drive, right on this new highway. And so to really lock down on this new habit, you want to do 100 days. So with that being said, one of the things you want to do is make journaling a habit. Number 2, decide what you want to journal about. Yeah, decide what you want to journal about. Do you want to journal about your spirituality? Do you want to journal about losing weight? Do you want to journal about starting up your business or having new clients? Or journal about your career path? Journal about your relationship? Journal about your spirituality? Journal about your own personal self-development? Whatever it is that you want, you decide what you want to journal about. Every day could be a different topic. Every day could go by what you're experiencing that morning when you wake up. Maybe one morning you just don't feel like it, and you can actually write that down and say, I woke up with nothing to feel, nothing to think about, nothing to wonder about, nothing. And it's interesting because when you write that down and you look back maybe 2 months later, a year later, you can look back and reflect and think about why was it that you were feeling that way. So that's why journaling is cool, because you can see your patterns of your behavior. Number three, decide when will you journal. It's up to you to decide what time of the day you want to journal. Maybe it could be early morning. Like CEOs, they wake up early in the morning at 5 in the morning to start off their day. And it's all about themselves. It's all about self-care. And one of the things they do is journal early in the morning. Now it could be late at night too. Right before you go to bed, you might want to journal at night. People actually go to bed feeling better, or they have a better sleep. So like maybe in the evening time, you might want to do a gratitude journal and just going to sleep with thinking about all the things you're grateful for releases these hormones that comes from the brain to feel good, and therefore you're going to sleep better. You're going to rest better. It could be when all the kids go to school. Could be a time to journal. Maybe it could be at your lunchtime. However, way where there is a time of the day there are no distractions, either from your phone, from your phone, family, friends. That's the time of the day you want to journal. And it doesn't take long to journal. Maybe just 5 to 10 minutes. You know what I used to do? I used to do this journaling called brain dump. I did that for about 2 years. And what I did is I put my notebook in the bathroom, because when I wake up early in the morning, first thing I do is go to the bathroom. And after I use the toilet, excuse me, TMI, after I do my business, I sit on the toilet and pull my journal from in my bathroom and write. Set the alarm for 3 minutes and write whatever's in my brain. I did that every day, and because of that, what came out of there is my business, my coaching business, and my brand, which is Awaken to Gratitude. So that's just one example. Okay. And number four, decide what prompts you will use. So there's a topic, and then you want to know what prompts to ask yourself. Hmm, you know, because you'll want to know the prompts to cause you to start writing. Okay. And then five, just stick to the plan. Okay, so the four topics we're going to talk about here is lifestyles, money, business, or maybe your profession, and become the next level of you. And there is a course that's coming up, which I want to talk to you about. Is I'm going to show you a presentation here and discuss how journaling can help you manifest the life that you want and not settle for what you got. But just, manifest the life you want. What is manifesting? Let me tell you what manifesting is. Manifesting is not something like a woo-woo. It sounds like it come across that way, but what manifesting is especially when you are journaling, manifesting is all what you're manifesting is the possibilities to take on to the next step towards your dreams and goals. So, for example, when someone has an idea, they'll have two or three possibilities to get to that idea. When the first possibility didn't work, they'll go to the second, they go to the third. And then after the third, they give up because that's all the possibilities they saw. Well, what happens is when you're journaling, you are seeing all the possibilities to choose from to get to the next step. You'll manifest all the possibilities to choose from to make the next step to get to your dreams, your reality quicker. That's the magic. That's why it seemed like a moo-woo, because it's like, oh snap, I didn't even thought about that. Oh, where did that possibility came from? Because you put it all on paper. Okay. And by the way, you don't just have to write it the old fashioned way and actually write it, but you can actually do an app. Okay. Or you could use technology. Okay. There are pros and cons in doing both. And we'll talk about that later here in a minute. But first, let's go talk about the freedom journaling, how to write your dreams into reality. Okay, so let's go back to the top. So, freedom journaling, how to write your dreams into reality in just minutes a day. Okay, and so let's see here. We become what we think about. That's a quote by Earl Nightingale. He is known to be a very successful sales coach, teacher, guru in sales, and he is known for a YouTube video lecture called The Stranger's Secret. And this stranger's secret is this: we become what we think about. Okay, so that's the strange secret, which we I kind of already talked to you a little bit about, which is manifesting. This four lesson course that's coming up here is what you'll what here are what you'll receive from this four lesson course, and that is you'll discover how to use the power of the written word to transform every area of your life, from your finance to your friendship. You'll receive step by step guidance in each lesson, plus specifically journaling prompts you can use right away. And you can work on one category at a time before moving on to the next, or use several prompts from the course to create your own customized journaling routine. The choice is yours. So the point to what I'm telling you here in regards to the four course lessons, what I'm really telling you here is how to get you started. Like the tips I share with you, yes, you could do it. You could do that on your own. But what could be the issue here with you is because you're feeling there's a sense of lack of motivation, since you're feeling disorganized, since you're feeling lost, since you're feeling confused, since you're feeling overwhelmed. This here will hold you accountable to ensure that you write your dreams into reality in just minutes a day. That's what this will do for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about what are the learning objectives in these four topics I mentioned earlier. And we're going to start off with lifestyle. Write your way to a lifestyle you love. Okay, and one of the things is you got to know what is it you want. The clearer you are about what you want, the clearer you are. The clearer you are about what you want, the quicker you'll reach your dreams. Okay, and also you're going to learn how to love the act of journaling. It's actually fun. It's really, really fun. And in that lesson, we're going to speak, of course, about manifesting your lifestyle. So you're going to use a journal to make that possible, to manifest a life you love, not settle for less, or not where you're not happy or where you're not experiencing love and joy. No, you're going to manifest a life you love. Like you wake up excited, you wake up motivated. You can't wait to, you can't wait for the next day kind of lifestyle. In here, you also manifest, you'll learn that manifesting involves work and not magic. And I already shared with you a tip on that in regards to manifesting, creating, seeing the possibilities. And so the work that it's talking about here is the actual act of journaling. Then, of course, so even though it says not magic, it looks and feels like magic because you'll be like, whoa, where did this came from? And also, you'll learn about the different journaling styles so that you can receive the most benefits. You might want to choose using technology, or you want to go the old-fashioned way. Also, there's different kinds of journaling. There's like gratitude journaling, brain dump journaling. There is money journaling. There's all kinds of journal. And so this will help you which one you want to work with. Lesson number 2, you'll learn a proven system for managing and multiplying your money with words. And one of the things we got to do is identify your own money fears, doubts, and issues. Because when you have own money fears and doubts and issues, it creates a lot of resistance from moving forward because of these fears and doubts and issues. But when you can identify them and face them and face them, you'll be able to let go and feel the release and actually move forward with confidence. And that's how you multiply your money. Just doing that alone. So in actually doing that, you'll the act of journaling to manifest your money, you'll learn what should go into a money journal. Again, we'll talk about what's holding you back from success, money issues, and what are the simple ways to manifest more money in your life. There's tons of simple ways. You'll be amazed. Lesson 3, we're going to, the learning objective here is to improve your business skills and creativity with daily journaling to grow your business. It's simple daily practice to build a bigger, better business or career. We make, one of the sayings I always said is making, we make it a bigger issue than what it is. And really, this is about how to keep it simple. And so you'll again learn the act of journaling to manifest your business. So you, just like money, you'll write down what should go into a business journal. Also, you'll learn one nugget: you should always ask for satisfied clients that can impact your business. And how and why you should mine creative ideas from your journal. And when I talk about mine creative ideas, like this word mine, it's actually like going to a with those, it's like the gold rush. There's so many creative ideas that you can mine through journaling. And with those mind created ideas, that's how you build a bigger business. This is how you get on track to your career path. So that's why journaling is so vital. And here, as a spiritual life coach, this is my favorite. Consciously create and confidently become the next level version of you. Use introspection to identify who you want to become and what level of success you desire. And notice here it says consciously. That means you are aware about yourself. Self-awareness is huge. It's one of the things Gary Vee, a digital marketing guru, says. The number one tip he always shares is self-awareness. The more you become aware about yourself, the more you can more the more you are aware about yourself, the more you can live an intentional life. And again, we will learn, or you will learn, the act of journaling to manifest your freedom. Freedom, and what is the freedom here? The freedom is to be you, who you want to be, authentic, who you want to authentically be, and not be afraid of judgments, and be acceptance of yourself. And here you'll explore what beliefs are holding you back. You'll what to write in your journal daily that will seep into your subconscious. Sorry for that misspell. But you'll learn what to write in your journal daily that will seep into your subconscious. This is so vital because In your journaling, you'll tap into your intuition and something will come up, or you'll have a download that will instantly shift your paradigm with one mindset shift. And you'll write it down, but it's nothing that you have to practice for 90 days um, to to make that shift, that paradigm shift, because it's seeped into your subconscious. You instantly will transform, instantly will uh, your behavior will shift. And the last one is why you should daydream about your new self. Why not? Why not daydream about the new self? How you want to look as far as your health, your fitness. How do you want to see yourself successfully? This is so important right here. A lot of people don't realize it's about a state of being. And you'll learn more about that in the course. Okay, here's a little bit about me. I've been journaling for a little over 20 years. And here is some of my journals. This is only 1/4 of my journals. I was trying to hold as many as I can on my lap. And this is just 1/4. There's like 20 plus years in journaling. Kind of really started it in 1999. And when I say started it, I meant intentionally. I always journaled before that, but the intention of journaling started around 1999. And some of the topics in my journal, when I look back, are topics like gratitude, love, oneness, leadership, freedom, transformation, and authenticity. I mean, there could be a year it's nothing about gratitude. Another year could be about leadership. And so that's how I became a spiritual life coach, because of these topics here. But anyways, that's how I had my son who's here. That's how I had it didn't look like I was going to have a second child, and my son's here. This is how we moved to Ohio, bought our house through journaling. This is how I made a self discovery about how I wanted to be a coach. So much have came out of this, and my brand, which is Awaken to Gratitude, my podcast, all that came through journaling. Next, let's see here. Now, this is about you. If you are ready to learn how to grow your business or career, become a better version of yourself, multiply your wealth and regain control of your finances, and get your life back on track, then this is for you. This is for you because you are worthy to get your life back on track. You are worthy to multiply your wealth and regain control of the finances. Have that financial freedom for yourself, your children, your spouse, your partner, your family. You deserve to go on to become a better version of yourself. For every time you go on to the next level of yourself, you gain new empowerment. And you deserve to grow your business or your career. But what I want to add to this is, do what is it that you are passionate about? What's your purpose? Like, you have a business or career because that is what you're passionate about. And if you're not doing what you're passionate about, then this is for you. Again, you are worthy to have these things. Now, this is what the investment is. From watching this presentation, for the next 24 hours, this presentation receive $100 savings at $397. Not only will you get $100 savings, but you'll get a bonus online course called Accelerate Your Results with Gratitude. This is so huge. I just did my first boot camp on this. And on that boot camp, I had about 10 boot campers. One of them had a new client at $8,000. Another person um, gained a new love relationship, actually a reignite love relationship. Another person had two new clients, their health and fitness clients. And another person had over 3,000 gifts and prizes. Like all this stuff was on its way anyway because these folks were working towards these things. But what is different is how through gratitude it accelerated the results quicker. And it's because they manifested. And we talked about that earlier, right? So you'll want to take this course actually because it will build momentum to lead you to the freedom journaling. So it costs $397 within 24 hours. So you get $100 savings. If you purchase this after October 26th, this will become $497. So if you purchase this after 24 hours of this presentation, it'll become $497. And then after October 26th, it will become $497. So take advantage of this. This course valued at $2,047 for bootcamp. Believe you me, this course next year will go up to $997. So you'll want to take this right now. This is a 6-week online live course, which means there's 4 weeks of live trainings. So if you miss the training, it's okay. It'll be recorded. You can watch it at your earliest convenience. There will be 2 group coaching calls, live coaching calls. That way you can share your experience or have any questions. And if you need some coaching, I'm here to support you. You'll have a course workbook to keep you on track. And then you'll be part of a private Facebook group page. And then there's a course. And then the course will be from November 10th through the 15th. The bootcamp is a bonus. Accelerate your results with gratitude. It's a 7-day course. Starts October 26th. And here, this course, what's about is to learn the intent, mindset, and feeling of the magic formula of gratitude so that you may accelerate the manifestation of the results in your life, including health, money, personal, and private relationships. You'll be part of a private Facebook group page and you'll have 1 live group coaching call. So, register now. Register at this moment. The clock is now ticking. You have 24 hours to register now and purchase this at this low one-time rate at $397. And all you will have to do is click here or go to awakenthegratitude.com. If you have any questions, email me at elba@awakenthegratitude.com. Okay, so go ahead, write this here. This is where you'll go, www.awakenthegratitude.com. Alrighty. If you have any questions, email me at elba@awakenthegratitude.com. Also, follow me here in Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. Follow me at Healing for the Heart Center Women. And the Instagram, you can find me at Elba J. Cologne. And then here is LinkedIn, Elba Cologne. Okay. Alrighty. Again, let's go back here. Register now at www.awakenthegratitude.com. You have 24 hours to get the one-time low rate at $397. At $397, you'll get $100 savings plus the bonus online course, Accelerate Your Results with Gratitude. It starts November 10th through December 15th. It's a 6-week online live course, 4 weeks of live trainings, 2 group coaching calls, course workbook. After October 26th, it's $497. Alrighty, gang. I really appreciate you all today. And again, go ahead, register right now at www.awakenthegratitude.com. Okay? If you have any question, feel free to email me at Elba, which is spelled E-L-B for boy, A for apple, at awakenthegratitude.com. Okay? Alrighty, gang. I love you all already, and I can't wait till I see you at the course. Bye-bye. Now remember, register right now.